Hi and good morning. So I'm not going to use this channel as a way to put up some in-between-the-scenes stuff around the We Are Irish 2 campaign, things that are not quite big enough for a Twitter video, but that do show some of the behind-the-scenes stuff and what goes on to try and get the campaign running. So today is Monday morning, and Mondays for me are the busiest day of the week. I'm quite active over the weekend. However, politics isn't quite. So I tend to get a lot of responses on Monday morning. And because we did the letter to the Home Secretary last week, just on Friday, I'm hoping maybe we'll get some interesting responses today and we can move forward with that campaign. So Monday is busy but exciting. The first thing I like to do on a Monday morning is to sort of plan out the next stages of the campaign this week and how I can try and bring it up a level. So we have not had a response from Westminster or from the Home Secretary, or even an acknowledgement about the We Are Irish 2 campaign, or that there is an issue here, which is kind of outrageous when you think that the Prime Minister, Theresa May, did pledge an urgent review back in February. And fast forward 3 months, we now know from a Freedom of Information request that there is no terms of reference, no progress, and no time frame on record. It's crazy stuff. So I need to find a way to get that higher up the chain and further onto the agenda and push a little harder for a response from Westminster. So I'm going to brainstorm this morning with my buddy, Shadow. And now it's time to go to work. Day job. And it is midnight, the obvious time to start doing all of your emails and writing and important documents. Today, The Guardian published my letter to the Home Secretary, which was unexpected and welcome, but also brought with it a swarm of comments and questions and all kinds of crazy stuff that I fell into. I fell into kind of like a Reddit hole that I thought I was maybe never going to get out of. And some really interesting points were coming forward to me, and some really concerning ones. Like, for example, I'm expected to explain how the birthright provisions of the Good Friday Agreement will be implemented into UK domestic law. Like, it's somehow my responsibility to figure out how to enact the Good Friday Agreement legally. And the thing is, guys, is I'm not a lawyer. I'm not legally trained. I'm not in any way an expert on these issues. But it's also not my responsibility. It is the responsibility of the British government. And what's quite curious is that there seems to be this almost defensiveness that people get into, when you say or try to bring up the idea that, people in Northern Ireland should be entitled to be Irish or British or both. And part of that, a fundamental part, has to be not being British, if that's what we choose. And then there seems to be this fear that somehow will separate Northern Ireland from the rest of the United Kingdom. But we are separate, guys, in so many ways. Not even, most of them are not in good ways. But we are separate, we are unique, and the Good Friday Agreement is unique. And, I just want to say, I didn't write the Good Friday Agreement. I'm just asking for it to be implemented.